Hi everyone, Lisa here from Forest City Stitching. I hope everyone had a good week. This was our long weekend for Canada Day. So Canada Day was on Friday. And then, so I hope everyone, all the Canadians had a good Canada Day. And wish all our American friends a happy Independence Day there tomorrow. Yeah, so it was a nice long weekend, nice weather. It's actually a lot cooler out right now than I thought it was going to be. A nice breeze. So yeah, let's get to it. Nothing too exciting this weekend. My husband had to work. We did go to Canada Day fireworks last night because there is a neighborhood not too far from us that does have fireworks on the Saturday night of the long weekend. There were fireworks downtown on Canada Day, but we decided not to venture downtown and stayed away from the crowds for that. So that was nice. And yeah, I went for a run this morning, but my back has been bothering me since the middle of last week, so it was more of a walk situation. There's a tiny little red spider that I figured was going to get smushed into one of my projects if I didn't help it along. All right, so I do have my tea here, and considering I thought it was going to be really hot, I wasn't really looking forward to my tea, but it's a nice temperature out actually. So this is lavender buttercream, and it's from the Sweet Indulgence tasting sample from David's Tea. You're just propped up on the box so you can't see. I wanted something a little bit sweeter, so I chose that. Wait, actually, before we get started on the stitching, before I forget, let's do the giveaway winner. And so it was for the ornament tree pattern from KEB Studio Creations, and it'll be a PDF pattern. I don't know if I mentioned that before or not. So I will need the email address of the winner, and I will share that with Karen, and she will get you your PDF copy. So the winner is DN, so DIN on YouTube here, which I believe is Deborah, who I met at Stitch North. If I'm remembering YouTube handles correctly, I believe it's Deborah. So congratulations. I will comment on your comment below as well. But if you want, and also I'll put my email address in the Dropbox below as well. So if you want to email me your email address, and I will pass that along to Karen for the pattern. I think you'll very much enjoy it. Thank you for everyone who commented on the last video. Thank you for everyone who checked out Karen's Etsy shop. I know she really appreciated it, as did I. So it's always nice to support fellow stitchers in that way. So thanks again for everyone's participation. All right, so what have I been stitching on? So Jolly July has started, but this is what the end of June looks like. So a lot of empty days in June, and then that's what July is looking like so far. Okay. So looking here, I think I have put in some final stitches on the Changing Seasons Sal by Linen and Threads. Yeah, you can see the blue out here in the natural light. So that's how far I got on the Changing Seasons Sal. So I'm doing this 1/1 on 28 count. they released a smaller section for July, but I'm very much behind, so it doesn't really matter how much they release because I'm really, really behind. Back in there, protected. All right, oh, now I got hair on me. And then I worked on Woodland, from my Woodlands Creatures Sal, from 4 Boys and a Newfoundland Girl, 2020. I worked on this owl. I just focused, I could get him done. So he just needs greenery all around him, basically. The same with the bear, with that salve. If I just focused on it, I could get them done. And then I worked on cinnamon stars a couple times. So you're going to see cinnamon stars, Snow Village, and Feline Love, and Jack Frost Tree Farm a few times coming up in the month of July, because I'm also participating in Uno and semi-stain stitchers, and so you needed to choose four whips to be your focus pieces. So Cinnamon Stars is one. Cinnamon Stars also whip gold, 4,000 stitches. So that's how much I've added to that. So mainly just focusing on the middle part of the house is what I've really been focusing on there. Alright, oh, I do have a finish. Okay, maybe should have started with, but it doesn't really matter. So this is a finish. This was one of the free patterns that came with the 2020 Linen Threads mystery cell. So each month you got a part of the mystery cell, and then you got an ornament as well. So I finished that. That was part of Jolly July. Hopefully you can see the variation in that. So this was just a DMC. I don't have the skein in front of me. But it's like green, red, grayish, and white. I really like how that turned out. That was a finish. Finished that on Friday the 1st. Then also this weekend a few times, which seemed fitting, is I worked on my July 1st piece by Shannon Christine. I don't think I'm going to do the border at the top. I got all this house done now. So I just need to finish a little bit here, which is going to be the year. And then fireworks. This is on a piece of Fortnite fabric. And I also worked on Feline Love, which is a Dimensions, but I don't have the cover page. Worked on some of the bricks there. I am running out of one of the gray colors. This is a DMC, but I wanted to try to get most of the gray of that color as close together done. So if the next skein I have is not quite the same, then it won't be noticeable. Because I did find another skein of it, but it's from like a D-stash purchase, so I don't know how old that DMC floss is. It's bobbinated, and so there's a chance that that's an older skein that I have that I may possibly use moving forward. So I think I have one length of, it's like 647 or something like that, that I need to finish up and then make my decision on what I want to do moving forward. But I might just go buy a skein in hopes that that one will be closest. Again, I don't think it's going to really matter with what we're using that color for. All right, then I also worked on Snow Village yesterday. So this was a good stitchy weekend, that's for sure. Touched a lot of projects. So I worked on this one up here because for Whip Go I want to finish one of the sections, so I may mean to finish that section. Making a not so steady pile, and that bag is covered in cat hair. Oh well. Then I worked on this rooster from Prairie Schooler Barnyard Christmas. This is also Whip Go. Pulled out a lot of Whip Go's this weekend for a finish. I don't know why he's so slow going. Maybe because he's kind of boring as far as the colors go. So I added a lot to his chest, finished a foot. We're getting there. Kind of out of order, but it doesn't really matter. I need to print a colored copy of this, but on Frosty from Autumn Lane Stitchery. Not necessarily the cover that I'm worried about, the color. It's with all the back stitching. So that's how far I got on him. So I didn't have a whole ton done on his hat, so added a lot to that. I also, so that was part of my Jolly July, that one. And then I had a new start for Jolly July today. So I had an open spot from where I finished a Prairie Schooler Santa, so I had kept that to start a new Prairie Schooler Santa. So I started 2000 Santa. So how far I got there, so that's my 200 stitches for a new start. I really need to get better for my Prairie Schoolers because they're not in the best bag. Alright, so that is all my stitching for last week. So pretty proud of the progress I've made, both with Whip Go and obviously a finish. That's good. Jolly July is going well so far. And the No New Starts road trip. I am still on leg 2, but I'm about to start traveling to my final destination on leg 2, which is for 800 stitches. So I need to determine what project I'm going to work on for that. I'm leaning towards, right now, my modern folk embroidery is what I was thinking. But then I was just taking a look at my Jolly July to see if there's anything that's a bit bigger, that I could put 800 stitches in. It's possible. So I haven't decided. But I should probably start that traveling tonight. It's 7:45. We will see. It's been a long weekend. My husband working all weekend. It's a long weekend for myself and my son. So, but so I'm just determining if I'm going to make lunch tonight or if I'm going to try to do some stitching. We had tacos for dinner, so the leftover tacos will be my lunch, but my son's starting a summer program tomorrow, so I need to make sure he's all set for that, which I haven't really done anything with, actually. But it's just like school, but in the summer. So we just continue on. All right, well, this is enough rambling. So yeah, I will see you next week with a continuation of Jolly July. So that's been working well for me. And yeah, then you'll know what I picked to put my 800 stitches in for my final travel for leg 2. All right, everyone have a good week and happy 4th of July to all the American viewers.